Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. In this video, we are going to analyze Cardano and its token ADA. None of the content is financial advice. This is the price forecast for ADA in the next 6 months per the machine learning model trained on ADA's price action since 2017 at a weekly average level based on seasonal ARIMA and LSTM and XGBoost based machine learning model. The three scenarios forecasted are as follows. The non-euphoria bull run peak for ADA. Right now, the price of ADA is coming in at around 72 cents. In the next 6 months, without a major euphoria in the market, the machine learning model forecasts a ceiling between 79 cents and about $2 level towards the end of the year, and week by week one standard deviation forecasts are also available on this chart. This chart is available on CryptoWeeklies.com. The link is on the bottom of your screen. It's available under this section for ADA. Again, we have one row dedicated to one crypto on its USD pair. We also have ADA on its ETH pair right now, which is kind of more important to analyze if ADA were to rally more on its ETH pair like it did before March of 2025. Since then, ETH has also rallied a lot. So on its ETH pair, also on its Bitcoin pair, it's a good idea to check what the theoretical forecasts are on that pair. This is ETH ADA divided by Bitcoin. That means if there is a resurgent rally for ADA on its Bitcoin pair, on, for example, from the current valuation of about 6.28 10 raised to minus 6 to almost a 2x on that on that pair is the non-euphoria peak. So if that coincides with Bitcoin going 1.5x from the current valuation, the overall multiplier for ADA's valuation would be about 3x. That is 1.5 times of Bitcoin's USD outperformance, and then if you have a multiplier for ADA BTC at around 2x. Similarly, let's just check the other scenarios. For example, if there is a euphoria in the market, that is the 2 standard deviation scenario in the bull run, where the confidence level of the model is increased from 68 percentile to 95 percentile, to say that what is with a 95 percentile confidence, what is the bull run peak for ADA in this cycle. The model again takes more liberty as the confidence level is increased, as there is always a chance of any euphoria, especially with the Fourier cycle theory. Per the Fourier cycle theory, if there would be a euphoria, that would be likely in the next 5 to 6 months as we end the year 2025. Per this model, the orange line, which denotes a euphoria phase, again you can see that coincided back in late 2017 early 2018 for ADA, also in late 2020 till early 2021 till about late 2021 in back in the last post halving year, and now potentially in 2025 in the later half of 2025. That is in this scenario from this week, the ceiling is at around 89 cents, end of September at around $1.87, and towards the end of December at around $4 to $4.32. So that's where, if the rally gets extended and euphoria in the next 6 months, the price ceiling for ADA is at around $4. Again, coming to the Fibonacci levels, that is a currently, in terms of technical analysis, in 2024, from the 2021 high to the 2022 lows, the highs in 2024 were at around 0.382 fib level, where they got rejected that rally. This time around, there was a rejection from the 0.236 fib level at around 90 cents, where the price action went in late July of 2025. Now the price action has come to a key level of 72 cents, which is a midpoint of the 20 weeks simple moving average, which is denoted by this red line, and the 21-week exponential moving average, which is denoted by this green line. The 21-week exponential moving average comes at around 71 cents. The 20-week simple moving average is around 68 cents. So if this area holds as a support, then the next key levels is the 90 cents, which is the 0.236, followed by that at around $1.33. That's the 0.382 fib level. And then the next target are $1.67 and the $2 level, which is those 0.618. The 0.786 fib level is at around $2.50. ADA from cycle to cycle did make new highs again from the 2017-2018 cycle. If you compare what it did in 2021, the price action did go higher than 1.618, but not as high as the 2.618. A 2.618 would be $3.40. 1.618 from that 2017 peak, 2018 peak to 2019 and 2020 drop, the 1.618 was $2.11. The price action in 2021 did top out at around $3.11 for ADA. If this time around, if there is a new all-time high, and if that all-time high goes to that 0.618 fib level from the Fibonacci levels, that price action is at around $4.89. So again, there is a lot of confluence between the $4.89 over here again, if and the machine learning based Euphoria case for ADA at around $4.32 to $4.65 at early January 2026. Again, if this cycle follows 2017-2018, the peak could be still in January of 2026, like it was in January 2018, 8 years ago. So coming back to the regression based fair value for ADA, right now the fair value is at around $1.50. That means ADA is right now undervalued per the polynomial regression based fair value estimation. This is calculated by providing 4 degrees of freedom and allowing for bear market drops in fair value and bull market rise in fair value to identify where is a great accumulation zone, especially for altcoins again. Whenever they are not just below the fair value, which is this pink line, if there are one standard deviation residual below the fair value, like it is captured by this green line, that is again not financial advice, but historically speaking, asymmetric entry point for cryptos. This model did identify the 2022 bottom and accumulation phase for ADA below this green line, and now potentially in 2025 the price action is kind of riding this ascending green line. There are some brief periods in the price action history where the price action is below the green line. Right now that green line is coming in at around 79 cents. That's why we made the video today. ADA after a long time price action has been lower than the 1 standard deviation residual to the downside. The equivalent 1 standard deviation residual to the upside is this yellow line, and together between the yellow and the green line, price action stays about 1 standard deviation time. That is about 68% of the time between these two lines, that is the yellow line and the green line. If the price action were to go to the yellow line 1 standard deviation residual ceiling, that at this point that level is at around $3.20. So a non-euphoria bull run ceiling for ADA is at around $3.20 per the regression based estimation. What we have is last time around the price action in 2021 rally went not just 1 standard deviation higher than the fair value, but 2 standard deviation higher than the fair value. That level comes at around $6.42. But from cycle to cycle, that's just my interpretation of the model. Again, if the price action barely made to the orange line in 2021, there is a high likelihood, and in 2025 it does not go to the orange line, but could still go to the midpoint of this yellow and orange line. By that I mean between $3.20 and $6.50. If we roughly take an average at around $8.60 and divide it by 2, that's at the average of those two numbers is at around $4.30, and that's what it is confluent with the 1.618 Fibonacci level based target over here, and also the machine learning based price target that we just discussed, the Euphoria case for ADA culminating at around $4.30 in late December 2025. So again, three different models which do not talk to each other are pointing to that target: the regression based model, the technical analysis Fibonacci level based model, and the machine learning based model for ADA. The current risk levels per the regression based fair value based model, and this is price color coded at a daily level with the regression based risk. This model does identify some of the historically speaking low risk levels for accumulation of ADA. The plum or the purple color is when the price action is the least risky per the regression based fair value estimation. For accumulation purposes, again, not financial advice, whenever the price action is in this risk territory, like it is today as of August 5, the risk levels right now less than 10%, it's at around 0.09, that is at around 9%, when with the price at around 70 cents. Historically speaking, this level has been, in terms of risk reward, has been an asymmetric entry point. Again, this is just an interpretation of a model, not an encouragement to buy ADA. The opposite of this is, again, especially since 2024 began, and also looking back in 2017, 2018, and 2021, major rallies for ADA thus far have at least gone to that 0.4, between that 0.4 risk level, like they did back in 2024 March, and in December to the 0.62 risk level. So that range between the 0.4 and 0.7, if that kind of risk-based assessment is ahead of us, the price at those risk point forecasted by the model is between $2.25 for ADA, which is roughly 3x from the current price of about 70 cents, and $3.76, which is kind of close to the Euphoria case at around $4.30 for ADA. The maximum, and again, $4.30 would be at around 0.8 risk for ADA. The last time around, the price action did go slightly higher than that, closer to, again, if you want to see when the price action went to 0.8, it was closer to the eventual blow off top for ADA back in May 2021, and then again in September 2021. So kind of an important level. If this level hits between 0.7 and 0.8 in 2025, that $4.30 target can also be achieved in that hypothetical scenario. Going to the 20-week simple moving average based risk levels, this is the third best time to DCA per this model. If the price action were to go to that 0.7 risk level, like it did go in December 2024, the 0.7 is at around $1.68. This is a very conservative model, but still that is about 2.5x from the current price of about 72 cents for ADA. So that's the SMA model. Coming to the time weighted average price based analysis, this blue line, which denotes the time weighted average price, helps identify what is the likely price in the bear market that ADA could digest, and accumulation below the blue line, especially in the bear market come mid to late 2026, would be a key thing to observe. Right now, that time weighted average price is at around 50 cents, roughly speaking. As we move towards the end of 2025, again, if the time weighted average price moves close to that 75 cents target, if ADA were to go to those lofty valuations between $2 and $4 as towards the end of the year, that could potentially create a upswing in the time weighted average price, like it did from February 2021 till December 2021, when the time weighted average price rose from $12 to essentially to where it is today, to 45 cents level. Come 2026, this model could help identify the clear-cut accumulation phase, like it did back in 2022, whenever especially from May 2022 to essentially till November 2024. If we ignore this brief presence above the time weighted average price in late December 2023 till about April 2024, accumulation zone below the blue line, come mid to late 2026, this model could help identify that. Again, not financial advice. Right now the time weighted average price risk is about only 0.3, has not gone to that lofty area where the time weighted average price risk is, especially by those color codes, goes to either to this orange range. The best that this time around ADA went was in this yellow zone, where the risk was capped at around 2/3 or 0.66 or 66%. Right now it's again almost less than 1/3 risk. Overall estimated bull run target for ADA as a confluence of risk-based model. This has got nothing to do with the models that we looked at, that is the technical analysis with or Fibonacci based level, the machine learning based level. These are the other models, the regression model, the time weighted average price model, and the SMA model risk, together forming a weighted risk of about 0.16. With the current price of about 73 cents, the estimated bull run target is $4.36. Again, very close to the other three forecasts that excluding the SMA model, the other three forecasts to that $4.36. That roughly is about a 6x of the current price. And with that, I would like to conclude the video. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please give a like and subscribe, and check out the link on the bottom of your screen. Hope you have a nice day, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye.